I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the podcast. Happy Tuesday. It's a little bit chillier here today in South Florida. We're going to have some chilly weather, looks like, for about the next week. Kind of nice. Got to drink it all in. Now, it ain't nothing like what they got going on up north, but
No.
crazy. Yeah.
Everybody else but us is like struggling.
Yeah, I think my dad's high temperature is going to be like 16 degrees today.
Ooh.
That's cold. I was up there when it was 20 last year, and it changed me. It
You're
did.
like, nope.
Yeah, I just said it's going to be years before I go into cold again. I was like, I just can't do it.
See you in the summer, Logan.
That's it. Yeah.
I love a Logan summer.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful in the summer. Yeah, just this kind of cold temperature. You know, there are a lot of people who are having fun with it, though. That is the one thing I do remember when I was a kid. Kids in South Florida don't get snow days. But it was really exciting. In fact, I vividly remember several of my snow days from when I was a kid. It just hits that hard. It's that amazing. I remember one time I just made nothing but forts inside. The other time we were out sledding. We made a big old kind of like luge that went down my front hill.
Ooh.
And that was so much fun. I made a ramp at the end. You're ramping right into the street.
That's fun.
I remember my buddy Dan ramped right into a car.
Oh, damn it, Dan.
Wasn't as fun, but...
Is Dan okay?
He is the sled not. Sled was destroyed. But he was okay. He's pretty resilient. Yeah, I did a header right off the bumper, and he was okay.
Damn, Dan.
Yeah, they dust off their head and their dick, and they get right back up. Our Logan are tough as shit.
That's it.
Country boy.
That's right.
Country boy can't survive. And somebody probably having a snow day, Josh had sent us some of the photos from Portland, Maine. Got a little snow last night. Have to break out my Hoth Lego minifigures for a photo shoot a little bit later on.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Virginia, you know about Hoth.
Hoth?
David Lee.
David Lee Hoth? I know him.
Yeah.
I love that idea. David Lee Hoth when he's dressed as a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like he's got measuring tape, and he's up there at about 10 inches of snow.
Yeah, I got a couple videos of my dad just walking in and out of his place at Texas, and it is snowy as shit.
Speaking of 10 inches.
Yeah.
Gross.
You're the one that said your dad has a big D.
First of all, I did not say that. And if I did, that was at Station 1. And so what if my man's got a hog? I just don't like hearing you talk about his 10-incher.
Is it going to bother you if I talk about it and then wink at you?
Yeah, there's so much that bothers me about you.
Yeah, so people are dealing with it. So it's crazy. But yeah, it looked like a lot of kids were having fun. They had the news out there, and the kids had a snow day, and they were just doing all that kind of stuff. They're sledding. You know, you make different kinds of fun in the winter. I remember as a kid, I didn't really think too much about winter. It's what happened, and you did it, and there were some joys of it. I mean, I think you like summer better just only because you didn't have school, but it didn't matter as much. And there's some people that just love the cold and being up there and all the things you can do, snowmobiling and all that kind of stuff, skiing. See, I never was a skier. So,
did you find, first of all, do I have consent to ask this question?
Well, I mean, how can I give you consent when I don't know what it is? But yeah, ask it.
It's going to be sexual.
Yeah, if I don't like it, I'll tell you to go fuck yourself.
And funny enough, that's kind of what it's about. Did you notice a difference in masturbating in super cold weather compared to a nice tropical type of atmosphere?
A tropical tug?
Well, I wasn't tugging it outside.
Not outside, but still, though, even
yeah,
being...
I mean, that would have been...
No, not outside, but even when it's cold outside, your house just has a coldness. Even with the heat on, it's cold in
We
there.
had good insulation.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, it was good. I didn't notice any differences.
Look, I'm a journalist. I got to ask a tough question. Sorry.
Yeah.
The climate did not affect his tug. His parents kept it cozy inside and very tuggable.
Guarantee you
yes, my jerk-off room was very well insulated.
And he
warm.
wasn't tugging it outside.
I never
Don't eat the creamy snow.
I never said tugging it outside, and I bet you any money someone's done research on this. I'm not as weird as you think I am.
I think that'd actually not be at all pleasurable.
Tugging out snow would be terrible. In the
cold.
snow?
No.
Oh.
I don't know if I'd enjoy that.
I don't even think you could get a bone piece. It's so cold, Virginia. You don't get how this works.
Well, don't you get the shrinkage
You can.
when it's cold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kevin's going to get some email today. Bro, I fucked like a maniac in the snow. I'm like, all right.
I'm sure people have. Yeah, I mean, you could give it a shot, but I think it adds an extra challenge. In fact, if you had to say beach or snowbank, what would you rather get action on?
Definitely beach.
I think so, even though the little
You're going to get...
sand can get in your naughty bits, but still. Yeah, I mean, I think trying to get it on the cold would be terrible.
Cold would be rougher, but we don't want sand in our naughty bits. Basement or attic.
Now, what some people will do that seems cool, I've never done it, but a lot of times you go to these ski resorts and you got a hot tub outside on your back balcony.
Yeah.
And so it'll be really cold and snowing, and you'll be out there sitting in a hot tub, staying warm, and then it could happen that way.
We had that in New York City. We had a balcony with a hot tub. We didn't do it. We didn't fire it up. But I was like, wow, that'd be so cool.
Yeah. So that'd be lovely.
Just the cold air with the hot tub. It's a nice contrast.
It's one of my favorite feelings is to make the air super, super cold in the house and then get all warm with the blanket. I don't know. I just love that shit.
Now, one thing we were talking about health-wise earlier was a clip. Dana White, he was talking about blood filtering and how some celebrities are going to Mexico to do it.
They have this thing down in Tijuana where you go in and they literally put a needle into your
neck?
Yeah, your what is it?
Jugular?
Carotid, your jugular. And it's a 3-day process, and they literally put your blood through a machine, and it filters your blood and then puts your blood back into your body. And this thing it's supposed to be incredible for people who have cancer.
Oh my God.
And it gets all this shit out of your blood, like metals and mold and all these different toxins and all this stuff. And Stephen A. Smith and Steve Harvey both told me that when they did it, like, their eyesight was better, their hearing was better, and they felt so much better.
Now I got to go do this.
Yeah. They asked me to go with them when they were doing it. I said, I don't have time to sit down there for 3 days, but I'm going to try to do it this year.
Wow, 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah. So I wonder what this is, because Jackie from Wellington said here in the States you can do an EBOO treatment, which essentially removes inflammation and some waste, parasites, etc. from your blood, and your blood is oxygenated and clean before they pump it back in. Pretty cool, and you can feel a difference. My husband has done them. This sounds like an intense version of that. Huh. Okay, this is a fascinating thing. I'm just, but 3 days, that's how long it takes, or that's just part of the whole process?
Or do they just keep doing it over and over until your blood is just like so pure? Maybe they do it and then you got to do it again the next day and then you got to do it again the next day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a vampire?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be curious to hear what it's all about. Look, I love all this stuff. I love the purities, but how much is it costing? And it sounds like, is there pain? Is it annoying?
A needle in your neck. What could go wrong?
Right. I don't know. Like, how big are the benefits of this stuff?
I've had a needle in my neck once. I got to tell you, not one of my favorite things.
You did? Why?
We don't have to get into that. It was a procedure.
Oof. The neck was the only place they could go in?
I had a fucked up neck at the time.
Damn.
Now, this comment said, my aunt has gone to this place in Tijuana. The place is like a medical resort. Most people going there are American, and doctors are also mostly American. The prices and care you get there is why people go there, but the same procedures can be done in the U.S. Very fancy place.
Oh.
I hear a lot of people do some stuff out of the country because of the price. Now, I don't know how accurate and how safe things are.
We've heard a lot of medical procedures. People are traveling to save money.
I've talked to a lot of people that have gone to different countries for dental work because dental work in the States is fucking ridiculous. It really is.
I know, but I'm not looking to go to Tijuana for anything.
You're looking to go to Tijuana for some drinks and they get laid, baby.
I'm scared of Tijuana.
Yeah, typically you put toxins in your blood when you go to Tijuana, not take them out.
Can they filter out all the margarita?
Right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it'd be interesting. So, I mean, can you go and score someone's blood to say, oh, you got toxic blood versus, oh, wow, your blood's clean?
That's what I wanted to do. When I donated the kidney, they put me through this weird tank thing. And it was that iodine stuff. And it's pretty much to go through your whole body and let you know if there's anything fucked up, whether it's cancer. And it felt weird. You feel it in your BH. You feel it in your Aretha Franklin. They warn you that you're going to feel urges when it's going down.
To tug it?
Not to tug it, no. But you're going to get a sensation down there.
Oh.
You get a sensation in your penis and in your butthole. And it is...
Do you immediately start touching it?
No, but what they do is they're testing to see what's in your body because I had to give a major organ away, and they want to make sure my organ was good enough to go put into a body. So they tested me for everything, and that's the thing I want to do now. I want to test to see what
see
the
where you are there. Yeah.
What kind of metal do I have? Heavy metal in me? Like, what do we got in here? Is it
Great question.
Is it blood? Is it Mountain Dew? Is it honey mustard?
Yeah. It's just the anything. Look, I love all these things that make you healthier, and I love trying to optimize everything in my body and taking care of myself. But some of the stuff, what is really worth it? That to me is always the thing, because I've spent so much silly money on things that, I'm like, I don't feel any different. I don't know what it did, but I didn't feel like it did anything to me. And there are other things, like I love the hormone replacement therapy. I feel that difference. Love
works.
That. Right.
It's one thing to spend money and have it work. It's when you feel like you've really spent a lot of money and you're not feeling any better. You go, what the fuck? The point? What's the point here?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And you can easily do that. That's why I'm very cautious with getting with these things. It's kind of like when I did my hair transplant. I didn't realize I was probably going to have like 5 of those. And I thought one was going to do the whole trick.
Right, because it's so expensive. You're like, okay, this has got to be a one and done. No.
Right. And
some dudes go back 9 times.
Yeah, the one guy I talked to, he'd spent, I think it was like close to $200,000 or $300,000 on his full head of hair.
Oh, I am
that's crazy.
I am Dr. Phil, Hulk Hogan, and that shit. For that kind of, you're going to have to love me for my mind and my heart.
Yeah, we're getting a buzz cut.
$200,000 for hair.
We're gonna bick it.
Yeah, I'll fucking buy a chia pet and then I'll just paste that shit on. I'll have green hair. I don't care.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to have all this stuff, know that it's legit, and then have it be affordable too. Because if you always notice, it's always this stuff. It's at a clinic somewhere in Tijuana that only super wealthy people can afford.
Right.
Well, that's why I'm talking about the dental stuff. If you got anything wrong, and I'm talking about anything outside, a regular cleaning, you're spending so much fucking money. Mm-hmm. Yep. And if you got kids and you got sorry, kid, you're going to school with some butter cutters.
Sorry, kid, you're going to Tijuana.
We're taking a little trip.
Taking little Johnny to Tijuana.
I'm gonna get some blood. You're getting new teeth.
Now, one big thing I know is huge is getting good sleep. There's a lot of natural things you can do to try to optimize your body without going to clinics all over the world and spending money you don't have.
Wonder joints.
Kayla said if you have a Roku device or Roku TV, there's a free app called Sleep Sounds that will play nonstop for 8 to 10 hours with no ads, except for a short one at the beginning. You can also set it to your screensaver so it comes up after a few minutes, and you can set a dark screensaver so there's no bright light issue that bothers you.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. They are getting a lot better, too, on YouTube to where you don't have to pay for this stuff. There's just one guy. He does great stuff. And every, I would say, 6th intro he does before he comes on to go, hello, everybody. It's going to be 20 seconds until your video. It creeps me out before I'm going to bed. Now I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, Who the fuck's looking at my window right now? just play the rain. Play the thunder. We don't need an intro.
Well, got this from Rita, and she said, is this normal or no? I have a child who's in a competitive sport, and I socialize with the other parents, but there's this one parent that we speak to who is the sweetest human ever, but for some reason, every time we talk, she may as well be speaking Mandarin to me because I don't know if there's a pitch or a register that my brain just can't decipher, but when she talks, I just can't hear what she's saying.
Huh.
It's not that it's too soft, it's just that it's like I can't pick it up for some reason.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Yeah, anyone else have people in their life that you had a hard time hearing them? Yeah, there are some times where it's odd. I'm hearing the noises and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, why isn't this clicking? And maybe there are pitches or registers that for whatever reason is harder for you to get. It's kind of like a dog can hear the dog whistle, but maybe there's some people speaking voices you just can't hear. It's a register you can't understand.
That's what was so crazy. I had that with my Aunt Ann, by the way, where sometimes I could not understand what she was saying. But it was one time me and Denny's were at his house and we were watching something on TV, and his wife, Jen, comes into the room and goes, "What are you guys listening to?" She could hear this pitch that was going on that me and Denny's could not hear. And some people have that. There's a certain pitch some people can hear, others cannot. Me and Denny's had no idea what she was talking about. But it was.
And you were probably stoned.
It was ear pierced. So? Made the experience even better. No, it just. You're right. Maybe we're stoned. I don't know. I take it all back. No, that really is a thing, though. She can hear a high pitched thing, and I don't know if it's an age thing or if
they say it is.
If you're born with it.
So the younger you are, the more sensitive your ears are, and as you get older, you get degeneration of your sense of hearing. That's just a thing. Like teenagers can hear certain pitches that if they came in here and set them off in this room, none of us could even hear it.
Okay.
It's a thing. Mm-hmm. I did it at the South Florida Science Museum.
Yeah, no, I'm just taking it all in. Not believing anything.
Maybe Jen is just younger than your old ass ear.
I'm just taking it all in, not believing a word you say.
When is she wrong? Come on. When is she wrong?
I got that from the South Florida Science Museum, so take it up with Cox.
I do like that place. That's a good date place. It's great for the kids, but it's also a fun date place.
Mm-hmm. Learn a little something as you go along. Yeah. They used to have that hurricane simulator in there.
They did. I loved that thing.
Do they still got the dinosaur bones up there in all its glory?
I don't know if they still have the dinosaur exhibit. That's a good question. I haven't been there in a minute.
I used to hear they were real bones, and then I heard they might not be real bones. I just want some answers. Was it half and half? Half real bone,
half bone?
Yeah, I just want to know.
Half bone, full bone.
That's your name. Half bone.
Out in the snow, it'd be no bone.
Mm-hmm. And I got an email here from Becky, and she said, odd thing too, I just couldn't get the movie The Rip to register. It was entertaining, and I know that, but the whole time I'm watching the movie, I just felt like I was watching Matt Damon and Ben Affleck playing cops. For whatever reason, it was hard for me to get into their characters in the movie itself. It felt like I was watching them as actual people playing pretend. I don't know why this has not happened to me on every movie I watch, but for some reason it did this time. Doesn't normally happen with them in this movie. It just felt weird.
Sometimes that can't happen. I mean, they've done so many movies. They've also been on the press tour a lot lately. You've seen a lot of Damon and Affleck where they kind of were in the background for a minute because they were linked to Harvey Weinstein. Like, hey, let's not bring that up. Can we talk about our drunken commercial?
No one talk about that.
Yeah.
I was just surprised that when they were making the movie, nobody called Ben Affleck on how to say Hialeah properly. According to what some people have said, they said he kept mispronouncing Hialeah. And I noticed that always stands out to me so much when somebody says Boca Raton.
Well,
and you're like, you can
Boca
tell.
Raton.
Yeah, you can tell immediately they're
like,
not
what?
from South Florida because nobody's going to call it that lives here.
Was that a character thing they were doing? Was he supposed to get it wrong? That was part of what he was doing, or did he just get it wrong?
The way the email's written to me, it wouldn't have been it because they probably would have explained. They said when he would say Hialeah, he would mispronounce it. And it didn't sound like anybody corrected him. So Yeah, that's what I thought was odd, because typically I thought they had people on movie sets that was kind of your job, is to know colloquialisms and to make sure we're getting some accuracy with this.
Totally, because it just sounds stupid. Anybody in Miami is going to be like, what is he saying?
Well, people say the lights come back in his eyes. No more J-Lo. No J-Lo anymore.
You know, honestly, I was thinking about that, I think, just this morning. He does look pretty good. Remember when it seemed like he was drinking a lot and had a little bit of pudge? And you always see that meme. You see where he's standing outside and he's on the porch. He's like, and he's like smoking a cigarette.
I can't.
There's a ton of sad Ben Affleck memes where he just looks like, I don't want to be here. What the fuck's going on?
Why?
When I go home, J-Lo's going to yell at me.
Why did I do this again?
Gosh, I got hypnotized by the booty.
Again.
Yes.
Yeah,
He went back for that booty twice.
Oh, that's it. He went back for the booty.
But he looks great now. Looks like he's in good shape and he's taking care of himself. And so I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's still power drinking, but if he is, he's doing it right.
Well, it's different if you're power drinking and you're in a miserable relationship. That's different than if you're having fun power drinking.
Right.
It just comes off a little bit.
Doing the beer power hour, that's fun.
But not if you're
Drinking because you're sad because J-Lo keeps yelling at you. Not fun.
I mean, I'm not kidding. I did watch that documentary of her putting on whatever the fuck that was. I don't know if it was a play or a movie or I don't fucking know. But they were doing the behind the scenes.
Oh, where she was singing in the movie?
Yes. And it just, I think 3 different times he was just like, yeah, I really don't want to be around the paparazzi. This really isn't my thing anymore. And then she'd schedule him for 9 paparazzi meetings. And he just looked so fucking sad, man.
Yeah. Well, they did their movie on Netflix, and they'd even talked a little bit about the differences in the process of making a streaming movie people are watching at home versus making something that's in the theater. Because in the theater, I think there's still etiquette about being on your phone with the light. And so people are like, come on, man, put your phone away. Like, it's very distracting. So you, I guess, would have people's attention better in a theater. And with Netflix, you got to have like the best car chase or action scene front loaded into the movie as they're deciding whether or not they're going to stick with it or not, because right at their fingertips, they have a lot of other options.
Gotcha.
Whereas if you've gone to the theater, you've paid for a ticket, you're sitting in there, your butt is mine, they're already there. But I thought this was interesting because I was wondering, will we have movie theaters in 20 years? And they say that apparently the younger generations are really into going to the movie. Despite years of declining ticket sales and the rise of streaming, capped by Netflix's pending $83 billion acquisition of Warner Brothers Discovery and its push for shorter theatrical windows, movie theaters may not be dying, at least thanks to young audiences.
Yeah, I don't think the movie theater is going to die. Just like you always hear, oh, radio, it's going to be gone. Radio is free, first of all. When shit's free, it's hard for that to go away. I mean, the movie theater, you still got to pay. And I agree. I think it's going to always be around.
They say while overall attendance has struggled since the pandemic, Gen Z theater attendance jumped 25% last year, with frequent moviegoing rising from 31 to 41%.
I guess the one thing I don't understand on a strategy level, and I would be annoyed as whoever wrote the movie and who's ever in the movie, when you have it released on a streaming site and the movie theater at the same time. I feel like you're splitting your numbers unless they're taking both sets of numbers and that's the overall number, because you've got 2 different.
They're typically not doing it. It seems like what a lot of the strategies are. I remember when I was a kid, it was a good 6 months before a movie hit the theater and then you would get it on VHS. Now that's what they're talking about, is trimming the windows down. They may give it a month, maybe 3 weeks, and then they may also see how well it's doing in the theater, saying, okay, let's rake in all the money that we can there, and then let's get it while it's still a hot movie that people want to see. We'll offer it for streaming, but you got to pay $20 to, in a sense, own the movie, and then it'll be another month or 2 before we knock it down to an affordable $3 to $4.
But they still are. Some movies are releasing them out in the theater and on a streaming site at the same time, and I just don't see the strategy on that.
Every movie I've gone to recently, it's because Magnolia dragged me to it. It was a big deal to her. We had to go see Housemaid in the theater the weekend it opened. Like her, and I looked around the theater. It was so funny. I looked around the theater. every girl in the whole entire theater looked like a clone of Magnolia. They were all like dressed the same, hair the same, all holding a tumbler. I was just kind of laughing to myself that all these girls were just in the theater, and there was a lot of young people.
What if they all turned around at the same time? They all say, "Thank you, Mom, for taking us to this movie."
I would have shit in my pants.
I would have ran too. Sorry, Mags, I got to go.
Am I in a horror movie?
Yeah, so I don't understand the strategy on doing the same day, and they still may just be playing around with stuff to see how it's going because things are still shifting.
Yeah, it might be something I just don't understand, and maybe there is a strategy behind it. I know that the girl that played, was it Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, she didn't like the fact that the movie was out in the theater and also was streaming because she thought that cut the
Because
numbers.
she didn't have a part of the streaming, I think. Her money was box office.
Well, think about it. If you have in your contract and there's a bonus to get
Box
let's say,
office.
Yeah, if you get $5 million extra, you get a bonus there. That's going to start going into your bonus unless you have something written in your contract saying, I want streaming numbers as well.
I don't think she did. That's why she was so pissed.
And she was going after Disney, too.
She was.
Yeah, they're saying even Gen Alpha is showing even stronger interest in going to the theater, with 59% preferring theaters over home viewing. I've noticed my son, he's 17, going to be 18. He seems to love to go to the theaters. He went over the weekend.
Okay.
And they're saying that part of that has to probably do with the amenities that come along with it. They say that the food and drink service, 38% is the reason why they go, and the reclining seats, 33%, are the major draws for Gen Z to go.
Yeah, this ain't your grandma's movie theater.
No, it is not.
It's different. You're going to walk out, you're going to pay, but you can at least stretch your legs out.
Bring
Yeah.
that credit card.
Then that's it. I noticed my son had a full pizza, and his girlfriend had a burger the size of his head. So,
And a $10 soda.
yeah,
Oh,
probably.
yeah. Oh, but they'll probably trick you for $4 more. It can be a refill for the entire movie. I'm like, fuck
Free
yeah.
free refills for the next hour.
Every-
I can't drink this thing.
I can never drink it, and I give them the same answer every single time. Fuck yeah. They do that with the popcorn too, and I never get round two.
Right. And Mike said, and your mom's not the theater cock blocking you. So that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting a little honesty here.
Yeah. That could be it. That's part of it. So, yeah, they say industry observers say younger audiences are also reacting against low quality streaming slop and responding to strong theatrical releases. Kind of breaking away, saying if I'm at home and I'm watching stuff, I'm getting mediocre stuff. I realize when I go to the theater, I'm getting better entertainment.
I will say, if I go to the movie theater, I'm paying more attention to the movie. A lot of distractions at the house.
Yes, you are correct.
It's easy because I don't want to be the kind of person that does check their phone and be all annoying in the theater. So,
No.
I shut it off, and I don't normally do that when I'm at home. And sometimes it's kind of good to be forced to watch something you normally wouldn't watch. That's how you learn new shit. If you're always watching the same shit and you're always distracted, how are you ever going to learn anything new?
Yeah, I think there is something to that. I remember when we first were captivated by watching movies at home, like I can pause and go to the bathroom, or I can get a snack when I want to.
I can tug it.
Oh, I mean, tugging's half the battle.
You can't tug it in the theater, Pee-wee.
No, you tug it in the theater, they are going to ask you to leave.
Every time I put on Toy Story.
Slinky dog.
He plays with his Woody.
That's it. So maybe what it is we have distractions now that you can't get away from. When you're at home, you may have people knocking at your door, solicitors you don't want, all kinds of things are going on, and you're like, I can't even get through this movie and enjoy it. But when I get to a theater, it's like I'm locked in here, it's dark, nobody's going to be bothering me. I can actually focus on this thing. And so, yeah, maybe because of the distractions we've built for ourselves outside of the theater, that's why some people are heading back saying, look, I just need... Think of where you can go where no one's going to bother you for a freaking hour. I mean, it's a
Right.
crazy amount of time. Like, you're so accessible.
It's awesome.
And there's just so many things hitting you in the face when you got your phone, especially, and people feel like they have full access to you. I could see that. It's like, I just need to get away, man.
Yeah, I like to let people kind of wait for a while, let them think I'm dead.
I had to text a friend of mine that he hadn't texted me back since Thanksgiving. I'm like, all right, are you dead?
Okay, here's my question to you. What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a gem.
Who was it, guy or girl?
Guy.
Oh, yeah, you definitely wrote them the wrong way.
He moved and he's got a new job. And I was like, okay, I'll give you some forgiveness. But, I mean, come on. I was about to send a search party.
Were you going to send the second text, question mark, question mark, question mark? What the
yes,
fuck?
that's what I did.
Don't you hate that, though, when someone sends you a text message and then within 5 minutes you don't answer, followed up by 5 question marks? I'm like, motherfucker, I'm over here trying to tug it. Give me 5 more mins.
And a challenge here from Jeremy said, try it once. No one could do it successfully. Saying the word toy boat 3 times fast.
Oh, I want the challenge.
Do it.
Toy boat 3 times fast.
Yep.
Toy boat, toy boy, toy boat. Oh, wow. That is. Hold on. I want one more shot.
That was an epic fail.
I want one more shot, please. All right, it's toy boat, Bird.
We didn't send in our best player first. I would just say that.
Well, he's the first guy that you would send in. Like, if you think someone's breaking into your house, you'd be like, hey, go check it out, man.
Yeah.
So he came in and the monster's taking him out. So
I'm the drug tester. I see if there's any poison in this drugs.
Toy Boy ran in and got taken out.
Toy boy.
Hey, hold on. I want one more shot.
Okay.
All right.
It's toy boat. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 times.
Toy boat, toy boy, toy boat. Did I nail it? Toy boat, toy boy, toy boat.
He always turns into Gump, doesn't he? Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. My mama said,
Denny's.
Denny, I want a toy boat.
I think you came pretty close.
Thank you. Okay.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
No.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. No, I can't.
One more
Toy boat,
time.
toy boat,
I did
toy
a
boat.
lip flip too.
Toy
So
boat, toy boat, toy boat.
All right.
toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boots.
Toy blitz.
Toy boats.
All right, we got to stop this madness because I will do this all day.
You'll be walking around all day going, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
I was going to ask you, can
Toy
you
boat, toy boat, toy boat.
can you find like 5 more for tomorrow's show?
There's a bunch of people doing it right now. They're just toy boat, toy
Oh,
boat.
we are
toy
not-
Boat, toy boat.
There's people in the chat room right now doing toy boy, toy boy, toy boy.
What are they doing? Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
You have to go that slow.
It is quite a challenge. All right. Well, appreciate all the interesting things that you throw at us here on the KVJ Show. You can always
Yes.
send us those emails, mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all enjoy this beautiful Tuesday in the chillier weather here in South Florida, at least. If you're anywhere else, stay warm and good luck. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.